It's my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you all on this week's episode of Church Sound Production Series, a weekly video tutorial to educate, guide, and guide us in the production of sound in our respective place of worship. Your views, likes, shares, and comments with regard to this series make me happy. Special thanks to all my viewers across the globe. Thank you all for your likes, comments, shares, and support in all forms. For those requesting for the series in Yoruba language, I got your memo. I'll tell you, work is ongoing, and very soon we shall be having this series available in Yoruba language. If you are new to this channel, my name is Mark Adebayo, and I would like to prompt you to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button on the screen. Likewise, the notification bell so you can be informed when there is a fresh video. Go nowhere, I'll be back in a while. Good to have you back. In today's episode of Church Sound Production Series, I shall be reviewing the previous episodes. In episode 1, I spoke about the room, space, or environment as a component of sound production. I said the room, space, or environment is the location where the sound is to be produced. Furthermore, I stated that with respect to church sound production, the space can be divided into segments which are 1. The congregation, otherwise known as the audience. 2. The altar, where in some churches is where we have the pulpit and the bandstand. I mean to say the choir and the musicians. I did emphasize the reality that design may vary from one place of worship to another. And finally, I mentioned the positioning of the sound booth. One thing I forgot to refer to in episode 1, where we discussed the room as a component of sound production, is before you set up any sound system, you need to consider the environment it will be in, most especially if it is indoor. Does the room have hard surfaces that can reflect the sound? Hard surfaces like glass windows, tiled floors, wooden pews, vaulted hardwood ceilings, or a metal roof with beams and columns. Perhaps it is filled with materials that absorb sound, like heavy drapes, carpeting, and padded chairs. It's not that one environment is better than another, but the type of room most suitable depends on the style of worship your church practices. In a more traditional setting with a piano, an organ, and a choir, a more reflective, lively, and ambient environment works well. However, when a modern worship band with drums, electric guitars, and floor monitors plays in highly reflective space, it can be a very difficult thing to control. Rooms that have been acoustically treated are much more suited for this style of worship. I am not saying that the room should be like the interior of a cloth wardrobe, quite the contrary. You want some life to the room, but you don't want to have reflections bouncing around like a tennis ball. If anybody tells you that your new sound system you are considering will fix the problems in your room, please keep in check the claim. In some cases, you may not be able to do anything to fix the room abnormalities. A round dome-shaped ceiling with glass walls, for instance. Many times, simple acoustic treatments that you can buy or build yourself can minimize the adverse effects of not-so-perfect sanctuaries. This tutorial is not a comprehensive guide to acoustics. I will highly recommend that you hire an acoustician to evaluate your church and to make recommendations before doing it yourself. They are worth the investment and can save you a lot of money downstream. Once you get the room to behave as best as you can, with the resources available, the sound system will have the greatest potential to do what it was designed to do. In episode 2 and 3, I spoke about the people as a component of church sound production, in which I made us understand that the people can be categorized into 2 divisions. The recipient of the sound produced, this includes the congregation, the choir, and the musicians. Then 2, the tech guy controlling the production of sound. I lay strong emphasis on the fact that the first major truth to be established is, as a tech guy or tech personnel, what you are doing in your place of worship is God's work. so doing it God's way is non-negotiable. For you to operate in your full capacity as a church or ministry-based sound tech personnel, you need to understand how the owner of the work, God, would like it. Please do endeavor to watch previous episodes for an in-detail understanding about 1. The room space environment, 2. The people as components of sound production. Next week, the sound gadgets as components of sound production shall be considered. This is how far we can proceed for today. Your feedbacks and comments go a long way. I'll be glad to know your opinion vis-a-vis the topics discussed thus far. Furthermore, do you have questions in relation to any of the treated topics? Please feel open and unrestricted to drop them in the comment section, and I promise that it shall be discussed in the subsequent episode. Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not. Also hit the notification bell so you can be notified when there is a fresh video. Equally like, share and comment. You can as well follow me on other social media handles as shown on the screen. Until I come your way yet again next week on Church Sound Production Series, my name is Mark Adebayo. Bye.